west coast of New Zealand, known for its dense rainforest, raging rivers, and of course, gold. Over the next 3 days, I'm searching this remote creek, hoping to find a patch that everyone else has missed. And I've got a feeling there might be something here.
First decent signal of the day. Woohoo! I'll probably dig it out and chuck it in a pan. Pan my targets. A couple of little rusty bits. Still some minor targets down there, but the hole's getting really deep. Because I want to dig out into the middle of the river, but there's a giant rock stopping me. Right, impossible to move. We'll see. First spot, too deep, there's a giant boulder in the way, can't really do anything down, there's no targets. Second spot, move that rock out of the way, put it all there, detected it, nothing. I've just moved up to here, got one skip, so I'm going to try clear a patch. Try and get out as far as I can, but there's so many giant rocks here that are stopping me. So I'll try my best, but yeah, I found one speck here. It's a bit of a slow start. We'll see how this one goes. Found my first decent pieces of gold. There's one picker and a nice flake in there. I'm starting to get somewhere. I've got a nice crevice revealing itself slowly right in front of this big boulder too, which is a good sign. A boulder like that slows the water down massively, so gold can drop out around that. I'll show you what I'm working with. I'm gonna get through all of get it all the way.
I kept working into the afternoon, but nothing decent turned up. Not as much gold as I had hoped for. Still, it felt like I might be on the edge of something. So I knew I had to come back tomorrow for one more go.
Going back to the same spot. Left all my tools there. Wasn't very convincing. I only got around about 1/2 gram. Punched about 4 different holes. Went to a few different spots. The last hole that I left there was the best looking one, so today I'm going to attack it with the shovel, clear it out as best as I can so I can loosen those giant rocks on the bottom because they're like glued in. So as long as I can get one moving, hopefully I can get to bedrock under there. Let's find out. Here we are. Here's my hole. Alright, time to get to work.
punched down to like a clay layer, hard packed clay layer. Look at this. Hopefully there's some nice gold down there. Let's find out. That hole is just never ending. I got through the clay layer, stuck my detector in there, got nothing, found it all back, saw bedrock, got nothing. I think that's me for this hole. I think I'm going to move on. This is where I've landed. Chasing this bedrock down. I've actually got a load of flakes already. Hard to film because the water current's so fast. It's not a bad looking spot. Got a lot of rocks to clear. I'm gonna have to clear all of these rocks out of the way. I already moved that big one, but I have to get out all out of the way and clear a big patch here. Alright, I've got some crazy targets. Check these out. I've got one here. Full iron though, so there's one over here. There's one over here. There's a little one that I actually think is gold over here. Yeah, the rest of them I think are trash, but I'll find them anyway. That's one of the targets. Just a big, heavy clump of steel, that one.
G'day, Nick. How are you? What you after?
I'm getting quite a lot of flakes here, so I'm going to stick it out. This is potentially a good spot. I got to move that big rock, but I want to sort of clear in there before I start moving it, because I think the only way it's going to move is down. Yeah, but this spot's looking good. I'm hoping we're going to get into some good gold here. That's day 2 in the books. I do like my new spot. I'm going to continue that tomorrow. I'll show you the gold I've been getting. It's actually not too bad. No big pickers or nuggets or anything. But that's consistent, nice, flaky gold. So it should add up to something nice at the end of the day. I've been dragging the gravels a bit too hard today. Chucked a hole in my elbow. It's alright, I'll have to repair that tonight. I left that day knowing I had something good to come back to. After a repair on the wetsuit and a solid night's rest, I was ready to see what else this new spot had to offer. Back for day 3 now. Adding something a bit different into my sniping game. I'm putting a sluice box at the end. I'm going to be throwing some gravels in the sluice box. Try and catch all those fine gold that I'm not seeing when I'm sniping. Huh? Eh. Little pieces. Alright, quick update for you. Been a couple hours in. The flakes are pretty good. A nice, good size to them. Some of them are a little bit chunky as well. Might be at 1/2 gram already. I'll dump the snuffer and show you. Look at all that. Only for a couple hours. I'm happy with that.
That's a good spot. Hopefully I'll be on to 2 grams by the end of the day. Just going to detect the bedrock that I've cleared. See if there's any easy targets that I left behind. Now I am finding a lot of trash, so these could be trash targets, but it's good to do this check. I'll have a look at that one, but I think it might be trash. So hard to tell what's gold and what's not. I've got to find that one. Rightio, time to snipe. Just found a nice piece. Alrighty guys, so it took me a few hours, but I did find another patch and it's working pretty well. It's really hard to film down there because the water is just so fast. Every time I see a piece of gold, it just hides straight away under the dirt, so I've been sucking them up straight away before I get a chance to film them. But just look at this. I'm doing pretty well actually. I'm pretty happy with that. That one's a nice one. Probably over a gram there already. Pretty happy, so I'm going to continue. So this is where I started today, completely filled in now. I had that emptied all the way through, bedrock all the way through here, and now I've just completely filled it in. And now I'm going over here. That's me for the day. I think I've done pretty well. I reckon about 1.5 grams, maybe even a bit more. I'll get back to camp, dry it out, show you what I got. There we go, that's today's gold, 2.3 grams. I was pleasantly surprised by that number. I thought I might have 1.5 grams, maybe 2 if I was lucky. 2.3, that's awesome. Some nice gold there. And then if I add in the last 2 days, a total of 3.42 grams for my 3-day adventure. Not a bad result there in the end. It took a while to find it, but that's prospecting. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next adventure.